Oliver Nelson, trial attorney at the Magna Law Firm, here with you once again. You know, one of the areas that our law firm focuses on is infant wrongful death cases. And, you know, if you're going through a situation right now where you've had a baby that's died and you suspect doctor or nurse negligence, first of all, my prayers and condolences go out to you. I have children, have never lost a child under those circumstances, so I can't imagine sort of what you're having to deal with right now. But, you know, maybe you're going through an experience like that right now and you're wondering, okay, do I have legal recourse? If I do have legal recourse, what does that legal process even look like? So what I wanted to do in this video is just kind of talk to you about the process that our law firm goes through before even initiating a lawsuit to try to settle an infant wrongful death case. We'll have another video soon that talks about the process that our law firm goes through if we're not able to settle an infant wrongful death case out of court. But we're going to focus on the sort of pre-court process in this video. So the first thing that we do if a prospective client comes to us and tells us that they believe that their baby has died due to medical neglect is we make sure that we order all of the medical records related to the mother's condition even before going into labor and delivering the baby. We make sure we obtain all the medical records that relate to the labor process, the delivery process, and if the baby was born very, very sick and had to be transferred to the intensive care unit, we make sure to obtain all of the intensive care unit records. What we've also found to be especially helpful in terms of records in these type of cases are the baby's fetal heart rate monitoring strips, which often tell the story of what condition the baby was actually in even before the baby was actually delivered. So if the baby was experiencing any type of respiratory distress, the fetal heart rate monitoring strips will show that. So it's a process to get all these records together, but we do that. We order and assemble all of these medical records, and then we have experts that we work with, neonatologists, pediatric anesthesiologists, OBGYNs. What we do is we take these records and we get them to the appropriate expert sort of within that context, and then that expert will review the records and tell us exactly what went wrong. And when I say what went wrong, I'm talking about what went wrong in terms of things that the doctors and nurses did maybe that they shouldn't have done, or things that they should have done that they never even did. So the medical expert will review the records and then place their opinions of the doctor or nurse's negligence in a letter or in a report. Once we've got our medical records together, once we've got our doctor opinion report or letter together, the next step that we go through is a court process that involves us getting a trustee appointed for the infant wrongful death case. In every infant wrongful death case, there has to be a person that sort of acts on the deceased infant's behalf and leads out in the lawsuit. And typically that person is either the mother of the deceased infant or the father of the deceased infant or both. So what we do is we draft the necessary paperwork, submit that paperwork to the court to get a trustee appointed as leader of the lawsuit. Once that part of the process is done, then we're ready to actually turn our attention to the insurance company to see if they're willing to do what's right and fair by settling the case for adequate compensation. So we'll provide the insurance company with the relevant medical records. We'll provide the insurance company with the opinion letter or a report from our doctor, and we'll make a demand. What we put together actually is what's called a settlement demand package. We send our settlement demand package to the insurance company, give them the opportunity to do what's right in the case before we even bring suit. Because in these type of cases, it's always advantageous to try to settle the case out of court if you can. If the insurance company offers what's fair, great. If they don't, then we sue them. And you know, our law firm, we are a trial law firm. We have experience taking these type of cases in front of a jury. So if the insurance company doesn't want to do what's right and fair, we'll litigate the case to a jury if we need to obtain fair compensation for our client. But again, you always want the case to try to settle out of court if you possibly can. So that's just sort of a general sort of overview of the process that we go through to try to successfully resolve these type of cases out of court. In the unfortunate event that, again, you're going through the horrific experience of dealing with a situation where your baby has died, and again, you suspect doctor neglect, please call the Magna Law Firm. Consultations are free. I will not charge you anything to speak with me about your case. I won't charge you anything. If you bring medical records to the consultation that you want me or one of our experts to look at, I will not charge you anything to look at those records and to get those records over to an expert who can tell us whether there was negligence or not. That will all be free. If we retain you as a client and we move forward in your case, I don't get paid anything unless I'm able to obtain compensation for you. We work on these cases under what's called a contingency fee-based arrangement. So to sort of get a better understanding of whether you have legal recourse and to even sort of move forward in that process, it doesn't cost you anything up front, and the financial risk to you is very, very small. So again, if you're dealing with this type of situation, please call the Magna Law Firm. We will do everything that we possibly can to help you. Thank you for your time. Again, this is Oliver Nelson, trial attorney at the Magna Law Firm.